Shalom, shalom, shalom. Your brother Kahan from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Campaign Trinidad with another lesson, another video through the power and spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So first and foremost, Kal Halayim, La Allah, Ayanawa Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Akaha Kodash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of great milestone that rule well. Peace, blessing, salutation unto the brothers who preaching and teaching this truth throughout the four corners of the earth, risking their lives and their freedoms to do so no more than ever. Shalom unto the speckled bird Israelite, and shalom unto the very few but faithful Akwatium. This is the brother Kahan, yeah? So, this is a lesson, this is a response to Elder Manata Zakba video that he had done yesterday, pursuant to a brother, who was reported to his employers. He was reported by a customer, all right, to his employers that he's a part of a Hebrew Israelite group, whatnot, so forth, and the slander that they slandered against him, and whatnot, so forth, and the mischievous acts that they had done to try to get the brother fired from his job. All right. Now, I could attest to that, yeah? I could attest to that, because how I go pay it? I'm going to give my a quick testimony, and I'm going to go at a different angle with this video, with this lesson, to teach brothers and sisters something here where this truth is concerned. And by the way, the title of this lesson is Keep This Truth and Your Job Separate. Alright, you see this job, you see this truth, Salakia, you see this truth? Keep this truth and your job separate. Now, this is the angle I'm going to go at, because as I said, I could relate with what took place there with that brother, and through the power and spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, Yahweh Hashem Yahshai bring him out of it. And it's the same thing with me. Alright, but my situation was a little bit different. A little bit different. Now, the brother, he was doing work for the customer or whatever, and the customer, like, she must recognize him and look up on the page, and she ended up sending the page and links to his page, to his YouTube page and whatnot, whatnot, so forth. But my situation was a bit different. My situation was this job that I'm employed with right now, I was doing a little reading and whatnot with the scriptures, and one or two individuals, they saw me reading and asked me, well, they asked little questions and whatnot, and I give them the truth and whatnot, so forth. I get them, answer the questions, just to pay it that way, answer the questions. And a supervisor, a female supervisor, she went and reported me and whatnot, so forth, and I was brought to the head office, and I was heavily chastised for it and whatnot, so forth. I had almost lost my job. Alright, I had almost lost my job, and that taught me something, and just listening to the video that Elder Malcolm had done, pursuant to that situation, it just bring back some memories, So, through the power and spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, I decided to make a response, but go to another angle with it, you know. And this is the thing here, as you can see, the another angle I'm going with it is pursuant to the title, you know. Keep the truth and your job separate. Basically speaking, don't tell these niggas nothing. Alright, don't try to teach these niggas nothing. Don't try to show these niggas nothing. Alright? Leave these niggas, let them be. Leave these two-third niggas alone. Alright? Leave these two-third niggas alone. And I feel I would extend that onto the title of this video when I finish and I playing it up. Alright? Leave these two-third niggas alone. Because these two-third niggas, alright, they choose darkness rather than light. Which is, let's go to that scripture one time. Let me start with the scriptures one time, a matter of fact, you know. John chapter 3 and verse 19. Alright, this is John 3 and 19. It reads, "And this is the condemnation, that light is come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil." Alright, and this is the situation that we seeing, you know, with two-thirds in our people. Alright? They love darkness rather than light, which goes back to I'll come back to it. The scripture just come to my head. Simple scripture that we always go to, you know. Where the hell I go with? Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20. Alright? Where it reads, Isaiah 5 and 20, "Woe unto them that call evil good, and good evil, that put darkness for light, and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet, and sweet for bitter." Alright, so we in a situation where gross darkness cover the earth, alright, and our people two-thirds, they love darkness, alright, and this truth, you know, this truth is a how I go put it, is a reprover. Alright, remember the scripture say what they hate him that rebuke it at the gate. Alright, and you going on your job and teaching this truth now. The brother never taught, as I say, my thing, my angle different to what Elder Manatas Akbar and how he brought across his video pursuant to the brother being persecuted, you know, being reported and whatnot, so forth, and you know, he didn't went about, but I went about in the sense that not willingly, in the sense that, you know, I just going to work with the mindset to go and show this one, show that one. No, I was just basically just simply just reading, and you know, one or two individuals see me and ask and whatnot, so forth, and you know, I get them the cold truth, the raw truth, you know, and who went and talk and whatnot, reach back to the supervisor, and the supervisor to that bitch didn't like my head, you know, so it was like if, you know, she had one up on me, you know, that kind of way. And they the thing, you know, you gotta understand that this truth, the people, the masses of the people, the masses of Israel especially, you know, we can give a hell about the other nation. The other nation, they surely ain't gonna love it, because this truth is not for them, you know, that kind of way. The truth is not for them, you know, so it doesn't pertain to them, so it doesn't really matter. But to the ones that it matters the most, you know, they don't, which is Israel, all right, two-thirds of our people, you know, they don't want no part of the truth, you know. As I say some time back, you know, they watch this truth as a burden, you know, they watch this truth as death, when actually this truth is life, and they watch a death as life. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, they watch our death as life. You know, the scripture say, I think is Jeremiah, boy. Jeremiah 8 and 3, I think, Yeah, man, I was correct, man. I was correct. Jeremiah 8 and 3. "And death shall be chosen rather than life, by all the residue of them that remain of this evil family, which remain in all the places whither I have driven them, say the Lord of hosts. All right, so the people, the 2/3 of Israel, they look at this truth as death. All right, and they look at death as life. All right, so as the condemnation come into the world, they choose darkness rather than light. All right, so it will be nothing for them to go and report here. That's why you don't teach, you don't show nobody. You separate. You separate. You separate. You separate yourself. All right, you separate yourself. From the rest of peers that you have there, your working colleagues. You separate yourself because, hey, remember they are of a carnal nature. They're not spiritual. They look at things. They look at everything carnal. And they all about the flesh. They all about the pleasing of the flesh. That's what they're all about. So you trying to bring something to put them in a spiritual sense. Try to bring them back to the rightful place through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They do not want that. They reject Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They hate Yahweh Shem Yahushai. 2/3 of all people. They hate Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, that's why the Lord said He will ease him of his enemies. When he dies pursuant to Isaiah 1 from 22 go all the way down to the last verse. Who we were speaking about from the whole that whole particular chapter, Isaiah chapter 1, Israel. All right, wicked Israel, 2/3 Israel. You understand what I'm saying? And hey, it is what it is with these niggers. Don't teach them nothing. Don't show them nothing. Just leave them right there. Right now, you know how I just watch these 2/3 niggers on work. You know how I just watch them as? Each and every single one of them. I just watch them as in a lifeboat, and they are in the freaking Atlantic Ocean. All right, fighting to tread the water, fighting the drowning. Yeah. And I passing right by them, and I have a life raft, or whatever you just call it, that little round thing that is float, and they throw it out in the water, that tie onto a piece of rope, and where you can throw it out on the hole onto it, and you pull them in. That is how I just watch them as, and I had that life raft business, and I would not throw it out to them. That is how serious it is, because you would end up being the one. They could end up pulling you into that friggin' and try to pull you into that water with them. They would end up trying to kill you in a spiritual sense, by trying to make you lose your job, and you might end up getting carnal, because when they gotta find out that they are the reason why you lose your job, because you try to show them the truth, or whatever the case may be. It could end up bringing it to a carnal state. Where blows might be exchanged and all these kind of things. You understand? It's serious like that. So leave these niggas alone. You understand? And I learned that the hard way. All right? I learned it the hard way. And I tell myself, I pinch myself, never, ever, ever, ever to tell these dumb fuck niggas not one fuck. But leave them right there, let them fucking dead. You understand what I'm saying? John chapter 3 verse 20, for everyone that doeth evil hated the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved. But he that doeth truth cometh to the light, that his deeds may be manifest, that they are wrought in Yahweh. You understand? They don't want their wicked deeds to be reproved. They don't want to be told that, hey, you can't eat pork, you can't eat shrimp, you can't celebrate Christmas, you can't jump up in the wicked Bacchanalia carnival, You can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do the other. All right, because there's an order with your God, with your power, because you are the children of Israel, whatnot, so forth. They don't want to hear that. They want to do as thou wilt. So by you trying to show them the truth, you hindering them from their wicked purpose. All right? And they will look to conjure up some sort of way, You understand? To fuck you up so that they could continue in their shit. It's as serious as that. Leave these niggas alone. Don't tell them one ass. Right? These niggas don't know the slightest clue what's coming. These niggas don't know nothing about a cashless society. Alright? A whole technocracy society is coming up on the face of the earth. What? A microchip. Alright? In order for you to buy or sell, CBDC, tokenization of all your assets. These niggas knows nothing. They know nothing about martial law coming up on the face of the earth. Yeah, they don't know nothing that they're gonna lose all the freaking life savings in the bank, the pension plan, the this, the that, the other. These niggas don't know one fuck. And you know what? Leave them right there. Leave them die. Let them wallow in the wickedness and die in it. Let them die in it. You understand what I'm saying? This is Matthew chapter 10. Matthew chapter 10 and verse 16. It reads, Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Yeah, the scripture talk about be circumspect. Alright? Right? These people are wolves. We are the sheep. Alright? But we ought to be wise. In this truth here, we ought to be wise. Let wisdom prevail over everything. Because when you looking to say you looking to teach these niggas, alright, these niggas looking to see how they could boss your truth. Because they're wicked. They're wicked. There are a bunch of wicked niggas that we live in amongst. You understand? Verse 17, beware of men, Salakia, for they will deliver you up to the councils, yeah. Deliver you up to management. Now, they're speaking about in the real nitty-gritty times. Alright, they're speaking about in the real nitty-gritty times that is coming ahead. Alright, but they could also tie this in with no, you teaching, you want to say you teaching and preaching on the job site. You understand? And then you had the wicked niggas who listening easy and attentively, and they ain't saying nothing but in the mind of conjuring to fuck you up. Because literally they hate what you're teaching, they hate. And the main ones I think that is the nigger woman. You see the nigger woman and the Christians. Yeah? The nigger woman and the Christians, especially the Christian nigger woman, they are the main ones to fuck you up. They will listen to you easy and attentively. You understand? They might even tape you, record you, without you knowing, and have that as evidence to carry before your employers. And before you know it, you're being called to the office. You understand? You're being called to the office and it's because you have to answer a whole heap of questions. And I'm talking from experience. You understand? Now, I wasn't taped or anything like that, but this bitch call up witnesses against me. Yeah, this bitch call up witnesses against me. Now, Yahweh Hashem and Shahid end up delivering me from it. Alright, because I could get fired, but he end up delivering me from it. And justice, I end up getting a bit of justice from it at the ending of it all. Because the boss man who chastised me and all these things and talk all that shit against me, we're going to he ended up getting a massive heart attack, but he didn't didn't pay him to that. But a massive heart attack. Then one of the witness epilepsy take over with he. You understand? And that bitch, she eventually gets stripped from she position and come down to nothing. You understand what I'm saying? But it's better to avoid all of that. Avoid it. It don't make no sense. Leave these niggas, let them be. I get to see that. You know? And speaking this year, you know who come into my mind? Jeremiah. The prophet Jeremiah. Because Jeremiah, when the Lord was letting Jeremiah know the kind of judgment he's going to bring on Judah, you know, Jeremiah tried to beg and make intercession and whatnot, so forth, you know. And the Lord ended up showing Jeremiah the real scene, because the Lord sort of put it straight up in the minds of these wicked niggas, for these wicked niggas to really show Jeremiah what they're really about. Because they tried to kill Jeremiah, they tried to do Jeremiah all kind of thing, until Jeremiah that's what catch yourself and, hey Lord, you gotta kill these niggas and done the story, but they really and truly kill these niggas. Kill these niggas and done the story. And this is what to take place with these niggas. They have to fucking go. They have to go. Verse 17, but beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. Yeah? They will fire your cunt. Send you home. You're on the breadline now. You had to fight now in this harder time to seek to regain employment somewhere else now. All because why? You didn't use wisdom. You wanna be over righteous. Leave these niggas alone, man. If they see you on the highways and byways and they're pushing the truth and they preach to them, whatever, is thing that is a day. But when they see you on your walk, don't tell these niggas nothing when you walk. Keep that separate. On work, I don't tell these niggas nothing. Yeah, I telling you, I don't tell these niggas nothing. When I report for work, I report, let them know what thing I hear, what and so forth. And before the dispatchman or wherever, I go and pull in a corner. I go pull out my phone, either taking some videos, or I might scroll through Facebook, wherever the case may be, you know. But more videos are going to be taken in, whatnot, so forth, you know. And when they're ready to dispatch me, I go wherever I go, and that is that, boy. I don't leave my position, which part they put me, for me to go and line with this brother, line with this nigga, line with that nigga. I stay right which part I is, right which part they put me, I stay right there, and taking my videos right there. And one time for me to go home, I go home and I push my way straight. I don't stop and line with none of freaking them. When all of them gathering up and whatnot, so forth and thing, after work and whatnot, after shift, I pass them straight. I might hail them. Anyways, you seen? And press. No small talk, no long talk, no nothing. I has nothing to do with them on work on a main basis. Because really and truly, what we have in common, what do we have in common? What conversation I could keep with these niggas? Yeah? The scripture talk about, let me see, somewhere in Sirach, boy. It's somewhere in Sirach. And it's big, my younger brother Howard. Yeah, man, yeah, about to try make me find it, man. I get it in my hard copy here. Let me go to it here on the screen here. And it's my younger brother Howard bring me to the scripture some years back. Yeah? There's Sirach 37. Sirach 37 and 12. Where it reads, Be continually with a godly man whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry. Alright? I cannot do that with these niggas on work. What conversation would I be able to keep with them concerning the scriptures? You know, concerning the Lord, concerning, Israel, concerning the plagues that is coming up on the face of the earth. I can't keep nothing, no kind of spiritual conversation with these niggas. These niggas too carnal. These niggas too carnal. Well, I talk about a woman and how I had this woman and what I do with that woman, and that is all these conversations these niggas just carry. And money and money and money and money and one set of vanity, and what profit it have in that? So it's better even when you only walk to and all, keep away from these niggas. It serves you good to keep away from niggas. Yeah, it serves you good to keep away from niggas. Take my advice. Take my advice. Yeah? Because this is what it is with these niggas. Let me go back to the New Testament. I must show you something here. This is what it is with these niggas, man. John, where should I go to? John 7 and 6. Alright, John 7 and 6, it reads, the world cannot hate you. Alright? Yeah, the world cannot hate you, but me it hated, because I testify of it, that the works are evil, that the works thereof are evil. You understand? The works of this world here, and these people that is in this world, is evil, and they hate Yahweh Shai. You understand? They hate us and they hate Yahweh Shai because the reason why they hate we, because we come in the embodiment of Yahweh Shai. Alright? And because we come in the embodiment, the spirit of Yahweh Shai, alright, they would hate us. They hate Yahweh Shai and they hate us. You understand what I'm saying? This is where it is. Yeah, this is where it is. A bunch of wicked niggas, man. A bunch of wicked ass niggas, man. Yeah? Yeah? A bunch of wicked ass niggas. John 15, 16. It reads, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you, that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of my Father in my name, he may give it you. These things I command you, that ye love one another. You understand? But the point there in verse 16 is what? The Lord chose us. Alright? The Lord chose us. You know, he didn't choose the world. And when we're speaking about the world, we're speaking about the cosmos, the world of Israel. Alright? He didn't choose all of Israel. Alright? Romans 9 and 6, for all Israel is not of Israel. That's roughly paraphrasing. Alright? Verse 18. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. If ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you. Alright? And these is the reasons why these niggas is going to sell you to hell out. These is reasons why these niggas is going to sell you out. A Christian ain't gonna get sell out on the job for preaching. Look at it. Watch at it good. Watch at it good. Excuse me. Slack here. Any religion upon the face of the earth, on the job site, and the preaching, and they might give off the philosophies and whatnot, so forth, and not one of them would ever get reported. No problems. They would never see no problem, no trouble. But let you preach this truth and confess that you are an Israelite, no? and preach this truth and push for the full 100% truth. See what the fuck go on with you. And I talking about what I seen with my own eyes. Right? There's nothing what nobody tell me. I talking about what I see in my own eyes for the 6 years that I in this truth. And that is just a very short space of time. I don't know length of time. 6 years is not even no time at all. You understand? For those 6 years that I in the truth, this year, the ending up of this year gonna make it 6 years. Yeah? I witnessed that many a times. Right on work. Where these Christians and all these other who belong to whatever religion that they may belong to, yeah, they speak on whatnot, so forth, you know, the wicked, vain philosophies, you understand? And nothing is going to become of that. Not one thing is going to become of that. Nothing is going to become of it. They're not going to get no reported. They're not going to be brought before no office, before the employers or whatever the case may be, before management, before HR and all these things. No. But teach the truth now. Teach that is Israelite and the Negroes and whatnot so forth, the Hispanics, the Native American Indians, you know, whatnot so forth are the true Israelites, and this is how you're supposed to. This is the Bible is for we. This that the truth. You teach that now and see what the fuck go on with you. Which just proves that we have the fucking truth, boy. Yeah? That's why these niggas had to go, boy. These niggas had to fucking go, boy. I tell you, when I watched that video yesterday, it just bring back memories. Yeah, it just bring back memories. You know, and I just let one of the brothers know, you know, because from time to time, you know, he will converse with me, you know, sometimes he might interact with one or two of them, you know, concerning the truth. At even times he call me, you know, no, I ain't getting on any brother, you know, I ain't getting on any brother or whatnot. But what I'm saying, you know, one or two times he will call me while he conversing with them to explain something or to get a scripture or whatnot, so forth, you know. And I just tell them, I say, you know what, this is a thing for you here. Refrain from these niggas and take my advice. Don't tell these niggas nothing, boy. You know? Don't tell these niggas nothing. Let these niggas stay right where they is. Right where they is. Right where they is. Because where they fail to realize this is what the truth is. Going back to Matthew 10, but watch this, Matthew 10 and 34. Matthew 10 and 34. It reads, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. Yeah, the Lord said, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. But a sword. What a sword does, it divides. You understand? It cuts. Alright, and the scripture say what? This word is sharper than any two-edged sword, cutting through the marrow and the bones asunder. Alright? And you all know the rest of it. You all could go and look it up. Alright? Look up the rest of the scripture. But this is what the truth is do by. Yeah? For I am set at, for verse 35, for I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foe shall be they of his own household. Alright? And that not only speaking about foes, or when it says foes within your own household, that not only speaking about brothers who need truth with you, because hey, it's our brothers who be lining up with you on the highways and byways and they despise you too. Don't get it twisted, eh? Don't get it twisted. And that's not only speaking about days what we are living amongst in your own household, your brother, your sister, your this, your that. But hey, who you working amongst too, boy? Who you working amongst too? That's why home and all. I don't even tell them. I tell them once, twice, 3 times. They reject. They don't want to hear. They despise. They despise. After that, I don't tell them nothing fucking home. I don't tell them nothing. I lead them, let them celebrate the Christmas. I lead them, let them celebrate the Easter. I lead them, let them celebrate the carnival. Watch them eat the pork on a weekly basis. Yeah, I lead them, let them celebrate the fucking Diwali. Yeah, and praying to Ganesh and praying to. Yeah, just imagine a bunch of niggas bowing to a bunch of Elamite gods. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't tell them nothing. I lead them right there. Lead them right there. Do not tell them nothing. I will advise you, young brothers and sisters who coming into the truth, to do the same. Separate this truth from your job. Separate this truth from your family. Because the Lord over all Israel. You have to face the fact that a lot in your family members is not going to make it. That's 2 years or 3 years back, I did a video on that, a lengthy video on that. When the antidote was being mandated at its height, that you had to take it in order for you to keep your job and this and that and the other. You understand? And one of my family members said she will take it if she had to go to the grocery and had to keep she walk and whatnot. She will take the antidote. But I heard she said that me ain't say nothing. Me never tell she nothing. It inflamed me, yes, but me ain't say nothing. I keep my mouth shut. You have to face the fact that your family members ain't gonna make it. It might be you, or maybe one in your family member, or might be just you alone. Because the judgment that is going to come upon the face of the earth is going to be a new death high score. I guarantee you that. Don't tell these niggas nothing. Leave these niggas, let them be with the fuck they be. It's simple as that, boy. Separate. Keep this thing separate, boy. The scripture talk about separateness. You understand? Because they will sell you out. Watch out this here. And this truth and all, that's sometimes the way how they speak. You know, it might have one or two people that might hear me speak, and that's the way how I speak. You know, they'll be like, yo, you don't song like that one. Like them who just be out on in Curepe and in Tongue on the promenade, them who just dress up with them kind of thing and what. How you don't song like them so? Because this truth and all this, that's the way how they speak, they sell you out too, you know. Because and I would himself say sell you out. This truth this push forth a light upon you. You just have a certain glow that people does see it. Your light does shine. Your light does shine. Proof of that is what? Let's take a look at Matthew 26. Yeah, Matthew 26 and 69. Yeah, Matthew 26, 69. It reads, now this is going into Peter after they had apprehended Yahushua and whatnot, so forth, and you know, about to crucify him and whatnot, you know, prepare them for the crucifixion and whatnot, this study, you know. So watch this here. Matthew 26, and watch how sell out these niggas is. I will back this up with another scripture. Matthew 26 and 29. Now Peter sat without in the palace, and a damsel came unto him, saying, thou also was with Yahushua of Galilee. But he denied before them all, saying, I know not what thou sayest. Right? She recognized him. And I said, hey, you know, she pointing out to the Romans, he is one. He was one. He used to roll with Yahushua. You understand? He used to move with Yahushua and preaching and whatnot, so forth, so forth. Yeah? Because you had to remember, you know, Yahushua, his gospel was what? His gospel was against Rome. You understand? Because Rome was the power at that time. And his gospel was what? His gospel was against Rome, you know, and its philosophies and all these things. Alright? Verse 70, but he denied before them all, saying, I know not what thou sayest. And when he was gone out into the porch, another maid saw him and said unto them that were there, This fellow was also with Yahushua of Nazareth. And again he denied him. Again he denied with an oath, I do not know the man. Yeah? And after a while came in unto him that they that stood by and said to Peter, Surely, yeah, all of them gather around him now. All of them gather around him. Yeah? Where we say, and after a while come unto him they that stood by. You understand? Who come to see the crucifixion of Yahushua and all of that whatnot. Yeah? And said to Peter, Surely thou also art one of them, for thy speech bewrayeth thee. Yeah? Yeah? He conversation, the way how we keep his conversation, the way how we speak and whatnot, so forth, you know, that give him out. You understand? And the thing about it is, these niggas wanted to sell him out for he also to be put to death. This is what it's showing. This scripture deep and twofold, you know. This scripture not just only going into Peter denying the Messiah 3 times, you know. And the prophecy of Yahushua telling him that before the cockroach 3 times he is going to deny him 3 times, whatnot, so forth, you know. This going into that number 1. 2, his speech, the way how we who in this truth here, the spirit that we carry, you understand, and the speeches that we bring forth, it is always going to give us out, because I talking from experience. You understand? It happened at many a times when I'm speaking. How you the song like them fellas and them so boy who just being Curepe, who just being Port of Spain, but not so forth. You understand? And number 3 is they was selling, they were looking, they were thinking, how you is one of them, to do what? For him to be put up on the cross, to be put to death. Sell out fucking niggas. You have to understand this. It always had sell out. It always have and will always have. Go back to the book of Exodus. Go back to when the Jadis and Jambri and them, they wanted to come up against Moses. Yeah, who wanted to influence the people to go back to Egypt and all of that. It always had sellout niggas, and it will always have sellout niggas. It will always have sellout niggas. Yeah, big proof of that. Let's go to John. Let's go back to John. John 11:44. John 11:44. John 11:44, and he that was dead came forth, bound hand and foot with grave cloth, and his face was bound about with a napkin. This was Lazarus, all right? Yahushua said unto them, Loose him and let him go. Then many of the Jews which came to Mary, which was Mary Magdalene, and had seen the things which Yahushua did, believed on him. But watch this. But some of them went their ways to the Pharisees and told them the things which Yahushua had done. Sell out niggas. Sell out niggas. Because they know the Pharisees and the scribes and them. Right? Some of them, not all, some of them, they hated Yahushua. Understand? They hated Yahushua. They could not stand the best bone in Yahushua. You understand? Because Yahushua was always on the case reproving them with a wicked self, with a wicked self-righteous self, self-will self. You understand? And when they went and sell him out, what they do? They went and conspired to pay him to death, because it was like, hey, if all the people start to believe, right, I ain't bothering to go down to the whole scripture. You all could go and read it yourself, you know. But there was like, if all the Israelites start to believe, because it had a bunch of them that was believing, they start to believe. If all start to believe, well, then the Romans go come and fuck we up. They go come and take we from we position. We ain't gonna be no more high priest, this, that. We ain't gonna be eating of the people again. Understand? We ain't gonna be having that men that he was making from the people. You understand? And the Romans go dislodge, they go, you understand? So they conspire to kill him. which was actually the road paved for the sacrifice of Yahweh for the sins of Israel. For Israel to have the chance to be redeemed. You understand? But the point I'm trying to make is sell out niggas, man. Sell out fucking niggas. Sell out niggas. It will always have sell out niggas. Yeah? Sell out niggas. Who will try to what? Who will try to dislodge you from eating your food, man? Yeah? But the scripture has judgment for that. Right? I will go to the same scripture that Elder Manata Zakba had pulled out. Alright, Sirach 34:21. Right? Right. It reads, the bread of the needy is their life. Yeah, the bread of the needy is their life. You understand? He that defraudeth him thereof is a man of blood. Yeah? You trying to sell out, you trying to sell out a brother and trying to do all sorts of wickedness to make a man get fired from his job. Is as a man that is just as guilty as murder, man. It's just as guilty as murder. Yeah? Verse 22, he that taketh away his neighbor's living, slay him. You kill that person. You spiritually kill that person. Because how you expect for that person to survive? And he that defrauded the labor of his hire is a bloodshedder, boy. You don't do these things. You don't conspire to make people. And watch me right now as I speak, right now, on work, it having a whole conspiracy with who cutting who throat and who selling out who and who doing right now and guess who the whole bacchanal and conspiracy and whatnot is amongst? The nigger woman. The nigger woman, the so-called black woman. Yeah? This one sell out that one sell out the other one, this one staying home and signing and making people sign for she so she could still get paid, so she could go on she second work. This one doing this, that one doing the other one doing whatnot, so forth, and who the whole calabash, the whole cabal with thing amongst the so-called black woman on the walk right now, to the point where the hard was to like one guy stand down until further notice. You understand? The next one, the move she push she on a post. Yeah, there was going on strip she, but the push she on a post, they wouldn't know she would get hell, where she would look to fire herself. You understand? And then they have who in the bucket list again to deal with and whatnot, so forth. Yeah, because all of them selling out one another, all of them backstabbing one another, all of them busting each other truth. That's why I don't deal with none of them on that work. You understand? Separate yourself from these niggas, because these niggas, they ain't no good. Best believe that they ain't no good. They ain't no good. You understand? Don't teach nothing on, don't walk, don't think nothing. You understand? Because they will sell you out. But this is what they fail to realize. Yeah? And I think I would end it off with this scripture here. There are many more other scriptures I could have taken, but I don't want to make it too long, man. I will end it off with this scripture here and done the story, boy. This is Jeremiah 17:17. It reads, be not a terror unto me. Thou art my hope in the day of evil. Yeah? Let them be confounded that persecute me. Yeah? So all those who wanted was to conspire to get me fired and this and that and the other. Yeah? Or who want to get any brother or sister fired from the job, brother or sister who in the street and whatnot, and they're trying to conspire to get them fired on the job. Yeah? Remember the scripture and keep it to mind, keep it to heart. Let them be confounded that persecute me, but let not me be confounded. Let them be dismayed, yeah, but let not me be dismayed. Bring upon them the day of evil and destroy them with double destruction. And this is what is going to take place with all of these niggas. Yeah? All in these niggas, this is what is going to take place with them. Yeah? Yabashim Yashai is going to melt them. Yeah? He's going to melt these niggas. That is why you will always consider them, these 2/3, niggas. That is what there is, a bunch of fuck niggas. Yeah? Who don't like our speaking? Well, then fuck off. You don't want to listen, you don't want to subscribe to the channel, wherever the case may be, you could unsubscribe. That ain't doing me nothing. You understand? But days where it is. Keep this truth and your job separate. And you go see how far you will go with this thing here. Because if you don't, you're going to put yourself in some serious hot waters. Take my advice. Because I'm talking from experience. Kal halayam la alahaya nawa Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai Ba'asham Rakaha Kodash Barakata Yahweh Barakata Yahushai Barakata Yahweh Barakata Yahushai Barakata Yahweh Barakata Yahushai. Double honors unto the apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well. Peace, blessing, salutation unto the brothers who preaching and teaching this truth throughout the four corners of the earth, risking your lives and the freedom to do so no more than ever for the truth. Shalom unto the speckled bird Israelites, and shalom unto the very few but faithful Akwatiam. Your brother Kahan from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Campaign Trinidad, saying shalom, shalom, shalom. War bad but ball, but this place had a go by 2/3 niggas that just had a go.